Let's talk about lights today. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Hit that like and maybe leave a comment or two. Let me know what you like or don't like about the videos. The channel's for you guys. It's not for me. I enjoy doing this, but it's about putting information out there and sharing it with people. So let me know how I'm doing. 22 F350 in the garage today. We're going to talk about lights. MORIMOTO headlight upgrade. Rough country 20-inch light bar upgrade. I've got the armored ridgeback lights. We'll get to those in a minute. Those are on the back of the truck. So stick around. We're going to go over not really install. There's install videos out there. We're just going to go over the lights. I've got some nighttime footage to share with you to see how these perform in the dark. So here we are rolling. We're rolling down the road with the MORIMOTOs. I do have the fog lights on right now. I'll turn those off. You can just kind of see the difference there. They are the MORIMOTO fog lights as well. MORIMOTO does a great job with their LEDs of making a very hard stop on that light so you're not blinding people. It does take a little getting used to when you're used to a light that just kind of dissipates slowly out in front of you. It does kind of form that, that dark line there. Here's your high beams, and we'll turn the fogs back on. So yeah, pretty good lighting package there. Big improvement over the factory halogen lights. You can go to MORIMOTO's website there and you can see comparison between the two. But yeah, big upgrade. Glad I did it. And one more light to throw on here for you, and that'll be the light bar that I've got tucked down, that rough country 20-inch light bar that's tucked in the bumper. So there it is with that on. And again, so now I'm running high beams, I'm running fog lights, and my light bar. So this is max light output right here, everything I've got. So again, we're talking XL, we're talking XLT, and we're talking possibly the Lariat, replacing those halogen headlights with LEDs. They've got the classic LED C shape on the front of the truck, just like the factory do. The MORIMOTOs, I will tell you, the way they wire them, there is a wire that you tie directly to a hot fuse, ignition hot. So when you start the truck, that's hot. It turns those on. They're on all the time. They're daytime running lights. I didn't want that because I like the ability to turn mine off. So they do come on with the parking lights or headlights by default. So you're always gonna have those C's when you've got your parking lights or headlights on. What I did is I took them to an upfitter switch. I've got 6 upfitters and I had some that I wasn't using. So if I want daytime running lights, I can turn that switch on. Whenever I start the truck, it's the same as if I would have taken it to an ignition hot fuse. They're just on. But if I'm sitting somewhere at night and I don't want any lights on, I can turn them off. It's that simple. So down in the bumper, I will show you, I've got a link that I'll put in the description for the headlights. I'll put a link in there for the light bar and the brackets I bought. These came from Amazon. I ordered the headlights right from MORIMOTO. This light bar it's called the DRL, so it's daytime running light. It's amber. That's just for looks. Doesn't do any good in the dark. I'll show you some pictures here in just a minute of that install. That did require removing the bumper. However, I didn't have to drill any holes. The bracket kit I bought for the light bar came with great installation instructions. Step by step, told you exactly what you needed to do. Basically, you take the bumper off, you take the 2 inner bolts for your tow hooks out. There's a bracket that slides in there that you bolt to for the light bar install, and then you put your bolts back in for the tow hooks. Very, very simple. I had a similar setup to this on my previous truck, 2004 Dodge Ram. That truck, the halogen headlights on it were terrible, so I had to have some better light when I was driving in the country to and from my hunting spot. Lots of deer running around, so
I just threw a 20-inch light bar in the bumper. When I bought this truck, obviously I knew the halogen headlights weren't going to be as good as LEDs. They were better than the 2004 Ram, but they weren't great. So I knew eventually I was going to go Morimoto, but I did go ahead the very first fall I had the truck and I put the light bar in. Huge difference. The Morimoto only uses the top for low beam. The bottom comes on with your high beam. These are the hybrid light, so they do not have a LED turn signal. The turn signal, both the front and the side here, those are still the traditional halogen or incandescent, if you will, bulbs. And the only thing LED is the C-shaped driving light, daytime running light, excuse me, and the actual headlight, low beam and high beam themselves. The light bar here, again, like I said, I've got it wired to 2 upfitter switches. I have one of them for the running light and the other for the driving light. I do have Bambi mode enabled on this truck, so I can run my high beams with my fog lights. So here's your high beams. So you'll see you've still got your uppers, now you've got your lowers. So that's quite a bit of light. That's putting a lot of light on the ground for me. Really helps me out a ton when I'm driving to and from my hunting spot during the fall and winter months. Helps me avoid deer. So yeah, let me get you swung around to the back of the truck and we will look at the armored ridgeback lights on the rear bumper. All right, so there's the armored ridgeback. Those are awesome lights. They work great. They add a lot of light. Armored ridgeback's got a couple of different designs. These are what they call a stack and a half. There's a smaller light than this. They have lights with strobes built in. So like if you're a snowplow guy or you want some warning lights on the back of your truck, they've got that. And those, again, those are wired to an upfitter switch. And I can turn those on and off when I need them. I've also got that upfitter switch set to be able to run with the ignition off. So if I'm out in the woods loading a deer or tending to a deer, field dressing it, I can have some light without having the exhaust of the truck in my face the whole time. So no holes drilled. They just slide into the end of the hitch. Let's see if I can get you in here and get you the shot. So right here, there's a hole, factory hole in the hitch, so you get a nut and a bolt there, and this whole assembly just slides right into the end of the hitch itself. So yeah, really slick. Okay, so I've got you sitting on a tripod while I'm in the truck. This is what it looks like with just your reverse lights on. Sorry about the beep and the parking brake was on. Force of habit. But that's just your standard reverse lights. Now if I go ahead and turn on those armored ridgebacks, there's your additional light. So it's quite a difference. It really does help light things up back there for you. If you're backing into, a trailer or something, it's quite helpful. And then just so you can see the difference on the backup camera, doesn't really wash it out. A lot of people ask me if it washed out the backup camera, and it actually doesn't. It does a really good job. So I hope you found the information helpful. If you do have one of these trucks and you're thinking about upgrading, those are the things I did. Again, that front fog light, I usually keep that light bar covered up. It comes with this little plastic cover, and I usually just snap this on here during the summer months because I'm not using it much in the summer. It is kind of a pain in the neck to get off, so I don't like taking it on and off. But during the summer, that's protecting me from bugs and stones, so I'm not worried about my light bar getting smashed. So that's going to be it for this one. I hope you found the information helpful. Thanks for watching.